Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome to the new update. So this update we have the new tech tree, and at the top of the tech tree is the Progetto 65, and we are going to take a look at the Progetto first, and then we're probably going to go down the list. So we're going to go to tier 9, tier 8, and then all the way down to tier 1. So the Progetto, the armor is 120 millimeters on the turret. Apart from that, not much armor, to be honest. 2,559 damage per minute, but of course that all depends on how you are going to use the auto reloader. So the intra-clip reload is 3 seconds. So the auto reload time for your first shell is 7.5, second shell 6.2, and third shell 4.8. So don't forget the second and the third shell, you have to add the 3 seconds intra-clip. So if you just shoot the first shell, which is in fact the third shell, at 4.88, you actually get 7.88. And if you just shoot all 3 shells and just carry on shooting your last shell, the reload is 7.5. So in fact, it is better TBM just shooting the last shell. But of course, you don't then have 2 other shells to back you up. So of course, it's always better to have 3 shells in your clip. And then if you need to, if you are one-on-one against a tank, you can just release your clip and just then keep firing your last shell. So, of course, it has 3 shells in the magazine. The penetration isn't the greatest. 245 on your APCR, 295 on your heat, and 53 on your HE. And, of course, you get a 350 alpha on your APCR, 300 on your heat, and 400 on your HE. Aim time is okay at 3 seconds. Dispersion is okay at 0.271. And it does have a nice 9 degrees of gun depression. With your 120mm turret armor, that 9 degrees of gun depression can come in handy, and you can get some troll bounces. And it goes 58 kilometers per hour. So we've got 3 quick battles for you. These are all 3 battles pretty much in a row, but backwards. So this was my 3rd battle, then the next game was my 2nd, and the last one was actually my 1st battle in this tank. I'I did test the tank on my own account. I was a tester, so I'm not in no rush to grind the tank, because I've played it over 100 battles. I've got 3k average in it, and I've got, I think it's around 78% win rate. So it's a nice tank. It's not OP. I think it is balanced, and it just brings something new to the game. I know we've got the tier 7 M4 FL, whatever it is, but if you got that tank, that doesn't really teach you how to play these auto reloaders, because the DPM on that tank is much, much better if you just use the last shell. If you shoot 3 times and just don't reload, you just keep shooting the last shell. Now, people is going to tell you to only shoot once, because if you shoot once, reload, shoot once, reload, the DPM is much better. And I mean, it's not that better. It's not that much better. But of course, you do have the 3 shells. But that is easy said and done. When you've got a tank like a T62 in front of you, it's hard not to shoot when you've got 2 other shells in your magazine. So it's a habit. You just shoot. If you've got the shell there, you just shoot, which is okay, because the DPM, you don't lose too much DPM. So if you can, reload your full magazine, because you don't want to run in now, like against these TDs, with only 1 shell or 2 shells in your magazine. You want to run in with a full clip. And as I've said, if you've got the opportunity, reload. But if there's a tank right in front of you, then just release your clip. Just release your magazine. It's the DPM. You're not going to lose too much DPM. I mean, just like here, it's good for clearing tanks if you have the 3 shells. But now look, we are an IS-7 here. We've reloaded 1 shell. We're not just going to... We've got 3 shots on this guy. We're not going to sit there and wait for our magazine to reload. If we've got a shell, we are going to reload it. And once he's gone like now, we can now reload our full magazine. So just play it by ear. I mean, if you can reload, reload. If you can't, then it doesn't matter. If you've got a shot, take it. Don't miss out on a shot because you wanted to reload the next shot. Because you might get one shot off, but the next shot you might not be able to get off because the tank, maybe it might go around a corner, or it might be dead. It might only, you don't know. You don't know. So if you've got a shot, just take it. That is my advice. Obviously, my advice is not always the correct advice. It's just saying I've played this now for over 100 battles, well over 100 battles on my own account, and I'm just giving you my opinion on how I play the tank. And I've got a 3,000 average with 78% win rate. I'm doing something right. So next up we have Desert Sands, and this game, I mean, the tank is quite easy to ace because no one's really got it. That battle there I didn't ace, it was only a first class, and it was 1200 XP. So you do only need 1200, a little bit over 1200 XP to ace the tank. It's not too difficult, and that's the same as any tech tree that comes in. I mean, if you try and play tier 1 now with the new finish tier 1, that's going to probably be hard to ace. The same as the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. But if you go the higher tiers, I mean, I didn't spend any gold for that. I've got, on my own account now, I've got up to tier 9. I've got tier 9, tier 8. And I didn't use anything. I didn't use no money. I didn't use no gold. I had free XP there. I had about 700,000 free XP because I own all the tier 10s. So free XP for me has just been building up because I've got nothing to spend it on. So of course, if I've got the free XP, there is no plans at the moment to bring any new lines within the next few updates. So I might as well use my free XP on something. And so I've now got the tier 9. So I've already got the footage, really good footage actually, of the tier 9. And at the moment I've had one battle in the tier 8 and I've got the ace. So I need a couple more battles in the tier 8 just for some footage. But tomorrow we are going to bring you the tier 9. The next day maybe the tier 8 and so on. Later on today we are also going to look at the Tiger. The Tiger 2 has had a really good buff. So hopefully this evening I will get a video out on the Tiger 2. But this battle here, we've caught 2 bases. The enemy are 2 tanks down. We're 1 tank down. We've just taken out the T-54, and we now know that the Jagdpanzer E100 is a one-shot. So me and the back chat are going to rush. That was a little mistake from me there. I should have just waited for the back chat to rush him. Instead, I took over 700 damage. Also, we are going to mess up this battle. We're going to use a lot of heat. And I don't mean to use the heat. I mean, now we have an E100 and I'm 2 seconds off reloading my second shell. I should have just waited that 2 seconds because the E100 is a 2-shot. So I should have waited. I would have been able to clear the E100 much sooner. But we take him out and we do bounce, so it didn't really matter in the long run. Now here we got the HE loaded and we accidentally switched to the heat. I was supposed to use the APCR because I know the back chat was going to shoot him, which would have put him down to a one-shot with the APCR. And even now we still have the heat loaded. And I'm going to mess up. We're going to win the battle. I'm on 3.2k damage, but because of this, because I'm using the heat, we shoot the tracks, and obviously the tracks absorb the heat. And even then, I just thought that was troll. Like, what the fuck? Why did that bounce? And I'm not even looking at what ammo I'm using. So we're going to load the 1 shell, and we are going to poke forward, take him out, and we've got 1,000 cap points. So shame that I miss out there on 1,300 damage, although we are low hit points, so we could have easily lost that game. And we lose nearly 15,000 credits. So we still get 3,399 damage. We get the ace, 1,413 XP. I didn't think I did that much, to be honest, but we did cap a base, and that is where I got the XP. So 550 supremacy points. So last battle now, we are on Black Goldville, and straight away, people don't understand. I'm in a press account. I have every tank in the game. I have plenty of XP, gold, and one of our teammates, I think I actually cut it out, said, you've got so much free XP, blah, blah, blah. And you do get raged at quite a lot, especially in a press account. If there is a tank that comes for sale in crates, you get so much grief. People calling you a wargaming whore or wallet warrior, etc. But it's absolutely free. I paid nothing. It's a press account. So Black Goldville, we have come up to base A, and we just took that shot there from the waffle, which we didn't need to take that shot. So we've released all 3 shells. We're going to load one. We're going to get one into the Object 140, and we do clear him. So now I'm going to back up because I don't really want to be shot by the Conway, and there is a T-54 there. So because we are backing up, we are going to reload. We're not thinking about reloading the hull. I mean, we've got 2 shells. Maybe I should have reloaded the 3rd one because I would have been able to take the Conway out. But to be honest, we take 2 shots, and then in 7.5 seconds, we're going to be able to get one more shot in him. So it's not like you're waiting too long to get that 3rd shot out. I mean, we could have took him out a little bit quicker, but we took him out regardless. So the T-54, he has to back up now because me and this FV4202, and the Waffle has the idea to run away. So we put a HE shot into his rear, and now we are going to take out the T-54. Again, we're not reloaded. We're going to reload the 1 shell, and we're going to take him out. And now we're going to chase after the Waffle. Unfortunately, I don't manage to get the kill. I think the FV4202 does. And now we're just going to chase after the 2 remaining heavies. The E100 is very low hit points, so we're not really interested in him. He is going to get taken out anyway, but we are going to go for the IS-7. And by the time we get there, we have reloaded all 3 of our shells, so we don't need to think about reloading in between each clip. He's just 1 tank against 5. 1 shot, nice high roll there, 438. 2nd shot, 3 seconds later, and another 3 seconds later, we are going to take him out. So 4,500 damage on my first ever battle on this tank in my press account. Not too shabby. We do get the ace, of course, 26,000 credits earned, 4 kills, 1,442 base XP. So that is the Progetto 65. Definitely worth grinding. Very unique tank. It's new in Blitz. We haven't really seen this before, and it's an exciting tank. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.